Happy Halloween, everybody. Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. Less of a Halloween thing, so this video is not about Halloween, it's about Premier League predictions. And today's video is Game Week 10. So, first game we're going to go to is Crystal Palace versus Brentford at Selhurst Park. Obviously, Crystal Palace has got off to a brilliant start. Obviously, winning Liverpool the other night in the Carabao Cup 3-0. Losing to Arsenal 1-0. Drawn 3-3 against Bournemouth. The last win in the Premier League came against Liverpool on the 27th of September, and they won 2-1 against Liverpool at Selhurst Park, where Sarr and then Nketiah scored for Crystal Palace. That's the last game they've won in the Premier League, although they've won in the Europa League a few times as well. But Crystal Palace versus Brentford. I'm going to predict 1-1. I'm going to say 1-1 in the first game. I don't know why, but I just think this game's going to be a draw, and I think it's going to favour. Not going to favour any side in this team, to be honest. So yeah, 1-1. Next one we're going to go to is the City Ground, Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. Obviously, Nottingham Forest do have a big team, and obviously I think some of their players need dropping from the starting 11 what Sean Dyche is playing. Obviously bring some other people into the starting 11, and I think they could be on a winning streak because of them players. But to be honest, the players who he's starting now, I don't think it's good enough for Nottingham Forest. Man United, on the other hand, they've won 3 from 5 at the moment. Only need one more, that'll be 4 from 5. And so apparently, if it's a 5 from 5 win, apparently someone's getting a haircut done. If Man United win 5 games in 5, they're getting a hair bald apparently. So that'll be interesting to see. But in this one, this could be 4 from 5, and it will be 4 from 5. I'm going to say 2-1 Man United in this one. Next up is Burnley versus Arsenal at Turf Moor. Obviously, Burnley have got off to a brilliant start. Quite a few people underestimating them this season. Obviously, coming up from the Championship, currently in 16th, 2 points off the two places off the drop, 5 points off relegation zone at the moment. Obviously, winning 3, drawing 1, and lost 5. And goals for is 12, goals against is 17. And they're all playing Arsenal, which is top of the league, which pretty much they're flying ahead. Obviously, the only people who I think might catch them is either Bournemouth or Sunderland or Tottenham at this time. Man City could potentially do that, but they're losing quite a few games in the Premier League. But for me, I think Arsenal will continue that running streak for this game. I'm going to say Burnley 0, Arsenal 2. Next up in the Premier League is 2 seconds, I did have the fixture list. Brighton versus Leeds United at the Annex Stadium. Obviously, Brighton has started quite decent. Obviously, losing out to Man United though the other day. But now we've got Leeds. I think they bounce back and win. I think they can because it is at the Amex, it is at home. I'm going to say Brighton 3, Leeds 1. Leeds have got off to a good start of the season as well. I think all 3 promoted sides who come from the Championship have a decent run in the Premier League. So, yeah, 3-1 to Brighton in that one. Next game, Fulham versus Wolves, both at the bottom. Quite tough to obviously predict this one. Fulham's dropped off quite a lot. Wolves can't even win a game at this season so far. But I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say 0-0. I think this one's going to be a 0-0 draw. Next one, Tottenham versus Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea losing last week to Sunderland 2-1. Tottenham are on quite a good place at the moment in the table. I think the third. Tottenham at this moment in time. And we are at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, Tottenham versus Chelsea. It is going to be quite a good game for Chelsea this as well, though, to get something from. But I can't see it happening. I'm going to say 2-1 Tottenham. Liverpool versus Aston Villa at Anfield. Obviously, Liverpool losing 6 and 7 so far under Arne Slot. Aston Villa, on the other hand, picking up points, obviously, where were they this season? Pretty much in the relegation zone at the start. They've picked up quite a few points now. They're in 8th position, 1 place behind Liverpool in the table. I'm going to say 1-0 Aston Villa. West Ham versus Newcastle is the next one at the London Stadium. West Ham have been awful at the London Stadium. I'm going to say West Ham 0, Newcastle 2. Man City versus Bournemouth is the next one at Etihad Stadium. I'm going to say Man City 1, Bournemouth 0. And the final game is Sunderland versus Everton at the Stadium of Light. David Moyes Derby obviously coming back as well. I'm going to say 3-0 Sunderland. Obviously, at this moment in time, people might be thinking, what the fuck are you on at this moment in time? But Everton aren't a great team. Obviously, you could say it against Tottenham, but you need to bounce back against Sunderland. But I don't see it happening whatsoever with the start Sunderland's made. Obviously, the defenders, what they've got, Mukele or Durete. Obviously, they've got like Siddiqui. Gravit Xhaka, obviously, in the middle of the park, what dominates possession all the time for Sunderland. I can't see that happening coming from an Everton's point of view. But, yeah. That's my Premier League predictions done. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.